Hey, how's it going, guys? Hope this is coming through just fine. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. Welcome on in. This is another live stream of Tekkit Classic. I've actually added a couple of mods. I'm just gonna wait here, make sure everything is cruising on the streaming side. I'm hoping everything sounds okay. Of course, we still had some audio issues this week, and I know they kind of showed up a little bit in previous episode, or in the previous video that was released on Wednesday, but I'm hoping everything is good. Everything sounds okay. I hope there's no issues. I'm still trying to figure out what really caused it. I'm thinking whenever I updated, it really just caused a lot of problems. So I hope we are solid. So I have got an iron furnace from IC2. I'm going to quickly just snag this bad boy up because this actually smelts 10 items, I do believe. I think is what somebody has told me. And if I remember correctly, because I have used this in the past, it's just been a minute. So this should be a better way to smelt up stuff, which is beautiful. So the extra mods that I've added is actually mouse tweaks and also portal gun. Because portal gun, why not, right? So portal gun, this was the original portal gun mod, like one of the OGs from iChun, and I'm excited to actually see this again after so long. And I didn't even remember this was actually on this version. So 2015 was when this was released on CurseForge. That's what it said on CurseForge. 2015 was when that file was uploaded. So that's just pretty cool. But we don't have an Ender Pearl, so we can't get that just yet, even though I really want to. So we're going to have to kind of wait on that. But I'm going to quickly toss in some more pieces of iron, so we'll just get some more out. So yeah, let's, I mean, we got to kind of start getting towards that, right? Finding an Enderman and taking him out. Do we see an Enderman? I have lit up this area a little bit off camera, by the way. That way we kind of got like a somewhat of a safe zone around our base. Not really a massive safe zone, but still a safe zone nevertheless. Kind of trying to see if I see any Enderman. Any Enderman. Let's kind of just venture off here a little bit. I think we're kind of safe enough to do so. See if we can see one. Seeing a lot of skeletons. I'm seeing some spiders. I don't know how rare Enderman spawns are. Ooh, there's actually one right there. Ooh, what is wrong with the Enderman? Hold up. The Enderman is, like, messed up, guys. That kind of frightened me with how the Enderman looks. Alright, where'd he go? Yeah, the Enderman's, like, missing his arm. Where'd he go? He keeps running away. Oh, he went and grabbed a gravel block, apparently. I'm gonna see if I can, like, battle him inside. Nope. Dang it, he keeps teleporting. Take out that creeper real quick. Okay, where did Mr. Enderman go? Dude, he is not liking getting close to me. Dang it, I can get, like, maybe one hit in on him. Where'd he go? Like a dang horror game. Oh, this is great. Alright, I'm gonna look away. Dang it, no Ender Pearl either. But yeah, that's horrifying that they're missing their, like, a main part of their body. I don't know if that's because I added the portal gun mod or another mod in general. Because I know we've added a handful of mods in here. Like the spider was missing a couple limbs too, so I don't know. Some interesting things are happening. Ooh, we're getting like a thunderstorm. Okay, so I'm gonna venture out over here. See if we can see any Endermen. They should be in the desert. If they're in the rain, of course, they should teleport away. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, he's missing a couple limbs. The spiders? Interesting. Oh, he's got like a lot of broken texture. The Endermans too? I just saw that. Look at this guy. Yeah, his whole texture's broken. I see like in portal frames and stuff on his legs. Something must be overwriting his texture file. Interesting. No idea what could cause that. I don't know if that's like a Tekkit Classic bug or... No, I don't think it is, because the skeletons are missing their heads. What? What is happening? I'm really confused right now. I've killed 3 Endermen and no luck on any of this. What is... Okay, something is majorly wrong. He's got a butthole. Like, the further I go out, the more corrupted the world becomes. I may look that up real quick after we kill off this Enderman to see if, like, the Tekkit Classic has world corruption. Like, if there's cases of that real quick, because if it is, I'm kind of scared. And we may backport to the previous version. Yeah, you can see how, like, everything's kind of just... Because he's got even less limbs than he did a few seconds ago. I really don't know what causes this in this version. Extra corruption? Where did that Enderman go? Mr. Enderman? I really need to kill an Enderman. I need an Ender Pearl. Yeah, see now creepers are being corrupted. He's missing his front left foot. Of course, now you pop by that there's a creeper. That was stressful. Okay, I'm gonna quickly just like log and then relog and see if that fixes it. No, it did not. Okay, so there's definitely mod problems. Dude, I just needed 1 Ender Pearl. 1 singular Ender Pearl. Come at me. Come on. Give me your pearls. I'm gonna try and get away from this creeper here real quick. Hey, it's a slow night today. Slow night today? That just contradicted itself. It's a slow night tonight, but that's a-okay. Dang it. Come back here. My food. Okay, this is not very nice. Got texture corruption happening. I don't know what causes, like, progressive texture corruption. That's the biggest thing, is, like, I've seen texture corruption before, but never, like, where it just suddenly becomes worse in a few minutes. Stop teleporting, you sack of crap! Where'd he go? This skeleton is, like, tracking me down, man. Okay. The Endermans just, like, straight up disappear. I don't know where he went. Okay, hold on. So oh yeah, my armor's, like, corrupting too. What in the world could cause that? Let's see. Minecraft 1.2.5 texture corruption. No, that's, I see a case, but that's not the thing. Hmm. Really not seeing anything. Where did, there it is. Yeah, what I'm seeing is people are saying just uninstall every mod one by one. Which in this case, I would think, I'm just gonna try this here real quick. And see what we can see. So I'm just gonna close out of this. And I'm gonna quickly uninstall Portal Gun. So we'll get rid of the Portal mod, sadly. And we'll just try and relaunch and see if we still have those texture problems. Because if we keep having them, it's just going to be harder on the eyes. Oh yeah, let me stop sharing here. I think it's this one. Yep. Just because it flashes and I don't want you guys to have anything like that happening. And hopefully this will solve our problem. Okay, so I'm just going to launch this real quick and just see. Rest in peace, my ears. Matmos at full effect. Okay, so it looks like all of our textures are back to normal. So I'm going to reshare. I'm going to step back outside here. So it looks like maybe Portal Gun was just not compatible as I was hoping. Sadly. Okay. Let's just take a stroll around. I see that skeletons have their heads back. I see that sheep don't have a jukebox butthole. Yeah, I mean, this looks better. Spiders have all their legs, it looks like now. Okay, but yeah, we'll just keep an eye. If it does it again, then it's not the portal mod, but it may have added to it. So, okay. But yeah, I was hoping just to find one Enderman. Oop, there's a whole Enderman. Look at him. He's got his arms back. I gave you more limbs, and you're trying to kill me? It's not very nice, man. Where'd he go? Man, I forgot how much of a jump scare Endermen are in this game. Like in this older version. The newer version, they don't seem as bad. For some reason to me. I don't know why that is. Have at thee! Hiya! Come back here. Give me your pearl! I don't need one anymore, actually, because I uninstalled the portal mod, but I still want it. Give me it. No ender pearl. Man, the drop rate on these must have been so much lower back in the day. I don't know how much lower, but it must have been. Alright, let's keep on looking. I want to grab an ender pearl just in case anyway. If we're hunting for one, we may as well just keep doing it. But, yeah, I just want to find one here. Another Enderman? He's already salty at me. Why are you mad, man? Why so angry? Still no ender pearl. Come on. That's gotta be like the unluckiest thing. Remember back on Minecraft, like 360 edition, I would build walls with cactuses around my base whenever I was little. Like whenever I was younger, and as like a wall of defense, and I would still accidentally hurt myself all the time walking through that. I don't know why I just remembered that, but it's just one of those like nostalgia things, you know? And it's becoming daytime, so I think we'll give it a rest. Dang it. I was hoping to just get one. But we will keep trying. Actually, what I could do, I think, actually, hold on. Isn't there a way to make an ender pearl in this pack? No. Okay. I was just curious. I thought there was. Okay. We're all good. Okay. So I am going to be right back here in a second, actually. I'm going to go grab some water because I forgot to grab some before this started. And so, yeah. And it looks like my sound turned back up by itself as well. Yes, let me be right back. All right. We are back here. So we're going to quickly just toss in some more of these. Grab some more. Oh, not that. Grab some more of these. Man, I wish I could get more ender pearls, though. So we'll just wait for another nighttime, and we'll probably run again. Because I kind of want to just keep getting stuff. Ooh, that's a little rough. The scrolling thing is a little broken now. Wonder if that'll smelt up that much. So I think it doubles the fuel. I'm kind of wondering if that'll actually smelt 4 pieces. And I think we'll also work on EMC stuff today. I'm going to change the title of this episode to EMC because, yeah, we don't have portals no more. No more portals. Very sad. Very sad day. Okay. But while this is running, we may as well just kind of get started here. So I actually grabbed a handful of diamonds from Blaze Rod EMC. And I want to grab what is called a matter... Nope. Energy condenser? Not matter condenser. I always confuse those two for some reason. But we need an alchemical chest, which requires all of our covalence dust. Okay. So covalence dust. So which order? Okay. So lowest to highest. And then a chest. So actually I may need to craft the chest first. Unless I have one. I do not have a chest. Okay. Then a couple pieces of stone. I feel like the scroll option... I don't think there's a way for me to disable the scrolling, because I think the mouse tweaks version is actually conflicting. Let me actually see if there's a way to fix this. Hold on. Let me quickly just do this for a second, because it's going to flash a little bit. I don't want that to happen. Because I'm opening the Tekkit launcher real fast to open up the folder path. Is there a way to config the inventory tweaks? I don't think there is. I don't think there's a way to actually alter it. So we're just going to go ahead and just ignore it then. We'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. Just an odd problem. Wish I could solve it. Oh, did I actually just solve it partially? Now we're getting like 2 for some reason? That's strange. Strange per scroll. Oh, so the config like actually just immediately worked? What the hell? That kind of confuses me. Alright. I'm not used to that. These versions are definitely strange. Okay. Grab some iron. And then what's in the middle of this? Just a diamond, right? Okay. So low to high. And then obsidian and diamonds. So there is the energy condenser. And so what we can actually do now, actually, I guess I didn't need to even do that, is I can set a blaze rod up here and just dump in blaze powder, and this will automatically do this. And of course, once we get further in, we can basically just have it, you know, train it. So it'll go into here, then pull out here, then go here, pull out here, kind of just back and forth indefinitely. That's kind of the end goal here. Yeah, I mean, let's just try and get a diamond block here. So I'm actually going to take this with the Klein star real fast. And burn these. snag that EMC, and then try and get a handful more diamonds. Okay. And we'll just kind of repeat that process. So convert, Fine Star, this. Oh, yeah, we gotta take it out, put it back in. Okay, that is 9 diamonds. I don't know if I want to get rid of all the diamonds. I probably want to get at least 1 diamond back. So this is actually considered fuel. So burn it, put it on the Klein Star, pick the Klein Star back up. Gotta give it a second to register. Oh, this isn't worth 8,000 anymore? I thought that was worth 8,000. At least it used to be more. Maybe I'm Delulu. Probably Delulu. Okay. So we'll just burn up some of this again. Just to kind of back and forth here. I want to keep 1 diamond so that way we can actually do a target lock. And this is why that's why I'm doing that. Okay. So that should be enough for a diamond block. And then glowstone. Can I not click and drag? What is happening? There it goes. Just having some issues. But that's okay. Alright, do this, do this. Do that. I think we need a furnace and a piece of glass. Furnace. Up next. And then we can take our Philosopher's Stone and press C to actually just use a crafting table here for a second. And smack that there. And then take the piece of glowstone that's left over and smack that right there. And that will give us free EMC for a little bit. It's not a whole lot of EMC, mind you, but it's still some. So while we're doing anything else, we can actually, you know, have it. I'm going to burn up some of these mob drops. If I ever need them, they're learned, so I can actually just take them back. I think this is considered fuel. Let's take that out. Yes, considered fuel. Beautiful. Let's see about snagging out some coal here. Okay, let's see if we can find an Enderman real quick. I know I've kind of been delaying this. Enderman, where art thou? I'm coming for that pearl, boy. Come on. Don't you cower away from me. Come down here. Challenge me, fool. Man, mob behavior in this version is definitely strange. I can't place it. Like, every mob kind of just feels a little different. And I mean, there's been so many tweaks with mobs in the newer versions that it's kind of strange to go back to this version. Especially with the combat style as well. Ooh, where did you come from? Hey, yo, you ain't supposed to call in backup? Or did I look at 2 different Endermen? I think I did. No pearl? You gonna drop one for me? Be good, little Enderman. Don't kill me. Man, Endermen don't hit as hard. For some reason. It just feels like that too. Dude, this creeper. He touched the water. Did the Enderman go bye-bye? See, now if I touch this Enderman, probably going to get swarmed by the other one. I kind of forget I can just spam. That's the other thing, is I'm not used to that. Like the, what is it, the combat style where you like swing and do all that other shenanigans. Like this. I can't do it that fast. I don't know, some people are nuts with that, and I don't know how they do it. Okay, we've got an ender pearl, which means we can learn this. And what can we do with this? In this, so I know we can do ender chests of all shapes and sizes. We can do advanced item unloader, advanced item loader, Aether pearls, which I think is like the wireless redstone. Transmitters, receivers, all of that stuff. Yeah. Okay. What else can we do with it? Retriever from red power. Shapeless crafting. So not really that much, honestly. But it still will be useful, especially because if we need to do wireless transmission of items, we've got it in the bag. Beautiful. Water. Water is so good. Sorry, I was just chugging it. Okay. Alright, so what do we want to get up to, I guess? Because that's the biggest thing. I don't have any ideas. I definitely want to get some storage area going. I think we'll work on that. Let's go to sleep here. I'm going to expand the base. I think we'll work on just doing that like the rest of this episode, so we can actually kind of start thinking of areas to place stuff. I know I want to put down a room in the center and have the bed there, because right now I'm having the problems where mobs come up here or come close and I can't sleep. So I think that's probably a good option. And of course, we've got the old 9x9 going for right now. So we'll just kind of structure this as such. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dang it. The sword in the wrong slot. There we go. Ooh. Didn't mean to do that. Is that the same height? Yes. Okay, quickly just build this up. I was looking at some mods whenever I found that portal gun mod. I was looking at some others, and I just realized that there's so many that say Legacy, but in reality, Legacy is like 1.7 in a lot of people's eyes, which is really weird to me because this is more like Legacy. Um, it's just so strange to see what people think is Legacy. I guess this is vintage. This is vintage Minecraft. I guess you could either call it retro or vintage. What is the definition of retro? From the recent past. Whatever the hell that means. Okay. I don't know. Is it retro? We call 1.7 like legacy, and then we call this retro. Retro's cool, right? I feel like we just need to call it vintage at this point. The game is like 15 years old. That is nuts to me. 15 years old. And I've been playing this game for so long. It just makes me feel old at this point. Alright, let's get this built out here. So this will be the main, like, central hub. And then... Actually, you know what? Why don't we make this a little bit more intriguing? Hold on. Let's do some actually, like, somewhat okay building, maybe. I think we could make this work. I've got an idea. I ain't gonna do a 9x9. I'm gonna do a 9x9-ish type of thing, not just full 9x9s. Kind of thought about it, and I was just like, man, we could probably make this just a little bit nicer. Not like super nice. We're not gonna go like all out. We're gonna just kind of basically build kind of a tower in the center of all of the 9x9 portions and just see what we can do with that. I don't really have a whole lot of building blocks, but I would like to see if we could maybe make like a central tower. We also don't have elevators, so I do need to be mindful of that. So that is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Yes, that's right. And this should loop back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite. I must have miscounted somewhere. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Actually, it's right here. See how I messed up right there? This is at least one of the spots I messed up. Who knows? I may have messed up more. That's why I use the measurement tool so often in Craftoria. I'm not good at, like, visualizing and seeing where I messed up half the time. 7, 8, 9. That should be correct. Okay. But then that way we've kind of just got something a little bit different. A little spice to the life, you know? But I am truly enjoying this mod pack. I know I've probably said this in the past, but it's just something that I hold dear, like, kind of thing. I know they haven't treated the whole, you know, kind of legacy of this that well with Tekkit 2, or Tekkit, like the original, what was it? I think it was just Tekkit 2. Because they changed up the formula so much that it just didn't feel like the same kind of concept and stuff. And it's like, I understand that mod packs need to evolve, but But I think you come to expect the formula of the mod pack that came before it. For example, all the mods, like all of their mod packs are pretty similar, I would say, if not the same in the aspects of what they're going for. With the All the Mods Star, just has like a backbone of different mods and stuff. It's like, that's what you expect, right? But then it's like Tekkit Classic. In the modern Tekkit, you expect similar, right? Maybe some expansion upon certain things, but not so much that it fundamentally feels different, I guess you could say, if that makes sense. To me, it makes sense, but I don't know if if you're catching what I'm throwing down. All right, let's get this built up. I don't have a building wand or anything, so we're just going to go up too high. And we're going to get this built. I think this will look nice and fancy here. Instead of our standard 9x9 starting building. I don't know how we want to actually build the rest of this, like the roof and everything. No idea. I only thought this far ahead. And I feel the utility of mouse tweaks every so often, and I just makes me so happy. So let's actually go and do a roof. I really don't know how I want to do this, but I'm kind of thinking like dome-esque. If not friend, why friend shaped? I don't know why I just thought of that. But that's what I said earlier made me think of. I really miss like a bridging mod. Okay, so did we kind of get the same pattern on both sides? So not there, we didn't. I would say the rest of this, yes. So I'm gonna then just keep with that. Keep it where it's like one block extra on each kind of bezel, a corner piece kind of thing. Make it a little bit thicker. I'm gonna definitely have to light this area up, so we should probably go downstairs and sleep real quick. Can only sleep at night. Don't mind at night. And if that stuff wasn't like copyrighted, I think most of that probably is. Currently harvestable. There it goes. I was right-clicking and it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't even popping up a text message in the bottom. It was just not letting me sleep. Goody. All right, let's get back up here. And yes, I'm only using one block. because I don't really have a whole lot of other blocks to kind of build with. I probably will have to go find... Does marble have an EMC value? Because if it does, I'm just going to pick up one of my floor tiles and then just do that. But I don't think this actually has... Oh, yes, it does. Beautiful. Chef's kiss. 10 out of 10. So do we want to do, like... I don't know how, like, domed we really want this. Very good question. How domed do we want the gray blob? I am focusing, by the way, so I apologize for not talking. Okay. I think I will call it there, and then I'm just going to do like a glass roof, so it's not too domed. Kind of a pretty small dome portion, but that's okay. And we'll just do like full glass. I think just seeing like having a giant skylight sounds good to me. I think we have enough glass for that, and if we don't, we'll make some. Okay. Put the glass as target. Oop, not what I wanted to do. Beautiful. Easy way to get some glass. No, the old Optifine connected textures, man. You know, I see all of these people doing for example, Hermitcraft. I see them doing all of these like really fancy builds and stuff with the newer versions. I really want to see a video where those people just like make a server on the older versions of Minecraft and see what they can do. Like genuinely, because of how many blocks you have in the newer versions compared to the old is a really strange thing to consider, especially the textures. Like the textures are definitely different. I wonder how a lot of their styles would change to like adapt to their current styles. I think that'd be an interesting concept. I definitely would love to see a video on something like that from people that are actually decent at building. You know, not me. I am awful at building, and I know that. One of these days I may try and be better, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. But yeah, I would love to see that. That would be such a cool concept. I don't know why, but it sounds like it would definitely be interesting to see how how much it's changed. Get their perspective on those changes too. I think that would really add to it. You think not having vertical slabs is bad, right? Forget it. Just put forge micro parts or red power, the vertical slabs and all that stuff. All of these quarter pieces and see what happens. 1.2.5, throw red power in there. Call it a day. Let's see what happens. Because that's the original forge micro parts is red power. Isn't there in this version? I thought there was something like called like an easy crafting table. I think maybe that was like a mod that was added in somebody's playthrough, and I don't ever remember what mod that came from, but I remember that like vaguely. Kind of like the old style, like one of the OG recipe book type of mods where you could just put the crafting table down. You could search through like what you could craft with the currently available items. It was pretty interesting. I don't remember what the mod was though. Or the series really that I remember it from. We'll definitely have to get up on top of this and light it up as well. Can't forget to do that. Ooh, I completely just left that stuff floating there. That's not good. Whoops. My bad. I'm just gonna quickly like target lock that. Grab out a couple stacks. Make sure I pick up the blocks. I will do that this time. Oh, I love me some marble. I was so excited. I don't even know what pack that was. I think it was FTB Neotech, where somebody took the original red power texture of the marble bricks, this one here, and I was so excited to use it until I realized that breaking the block would not result in you actually picking up that. So it was such a weird mechanic, and I don't think it was ever fixed. I think it was like a quote-unquote feature of the mod, but I stopped using it, so I never knew if they fixed it or not. But it still irritated me because I love this texture. I don't know why, I just love the texture of it. Kind of makes me, I just want to lick it, you know, for some reason. Like, you ever just get those textures in video games, you kind of just want to, you know what it tastes like? Is that just me? And not like food. I mean, like, just random objects. That could be so misconstrued. Like, part of me thinks that this marble might be a little salty. I don't know. There's kind of a feeling, you know? You ever just get that feeling that something might just taste a little salty? So the way we check for light levels in this version, by the way, I'm actually going to go here and stand here. So we are light level 7. That block. It's actually this number right here. Block light level, I do believe. From like the research I've been looking at. You can see that we're about 7 in this area. We go to 6. We go to 5. So where it goes to 7 should be the cross between these two. And the same thing here. 7. Actually, I think I messed that one up, didn't I? Yep. Because I was kind of standing in between it. Same thing here. I think like right about there. I think right about there. Okay. And I'm just going to throw a torch in between here. That's a lot of torches, but I think that should light this all up pretty decently. And then we just need to get on the roof and light up there. I know we didn't get too much done today, but hey, at least we got a building done. I definitely think that this is going to be probably our base of operations for quite a hot minute, just because I think we'll probably not move, because it's a little harder to move your base in these versions. I really would not want to deal with that, so I'm going to try and make this kind of as good as possible for now, and of course if we need to expand or anything, we can in the future. But I think as of right now, I only really have like 1 hour of stream time in me right now because I am exhausted from work. As usual. Kind of one of those things. So we'll probably wrap this up quite soon here. I just want to make sure, of course, everything is lit up. Everything is beautiful. I'm going to assume these like edges are probably not lit up because there's no torches near here. And also, for some reason, I remembered that sticky resin is able to be used as a torch material. I don't remember why, but I just know. And I know that I can't look at what this is actually used for because it's kind of broken. It looks like we could see that it's used as fuel. So I guess that's one indicator, but yeah. I think we should be good. Everything seems to be light level 7 or above. Kind of walk around these edges here. Yeah, looks like we're golden. Okay. So, of course, we probably want to get an array of torches around the perimeter as well. But I'll probably do that between this episode and last. Or episode next. Goodness gracious. But I'm going to actually move my bed into the center of this room. That way we can actually sleep with no hassle. And then we actually just want to move this whole thing up. How do we... I'm thinking maybe we do some stairs as like a transitional set. Ooh, can stairs not go upside down? No, they can. So I have to have like a support block. Just like that to actually be able to do it in this version. That might be a possibility. But we did get the energy condenser this episode, which is a pretty decent milestone. So I'm not worried about, you know, saying we didn't do nothing this episode. We also got an ender pearl. Realized that the portal mod's definitely not going to be useful. Ooh. And also we forgot IC2. Okay, hold on. So the reason that just broke, by the way, is because you need what is called a wrench. And I completely just spaced on that. But the recipe for wrench is something I gotta look up because NEI is broken and will not let me search anything IC2 related. So that's bronze. And bronze is tin and copper crushed. So I guess let's quickly just crush up some of this stuff. And let's grab some coal out of here. I'll have to remake the extractor as well, which is not too complicated, but I'll probably just do that again off camera. think we'll send it with 4. And we're just going to smelt that up, or macerate that down. So the recipe was something like this. No? Oh, it's 3 to 1. Okay, so it's that. That's how we're doing it. Okay, hold on. So the recipe is this. So I'm going to let that all smelt and crush down and everything. And then I'm going to take like 8 sticks. Why not? So there's another set. So the wrench is in total, what is that? 2, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So we're going to need just a little bit more copper. Because that'll get us to 4. But, yeah, we'll just need this last operation to go through, I think. And we'll have enough, but I'll probably just want to grab some and just a little bit more just in case. Okay. Nope, the sticks didn't do it for the iron. I was hoping I had just have a little bit, and just a little bit more in the tank to smelt up that one piece of iron dust that I have. Not the case. Okay, so this is the last piece of that. It's not going to smelt it either. Ooh, is that the pattern? Why did they have it upside down on the website? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so I'm going to set this just like how we had it. But we'll have to make the extractor again, which means that the electric circuit that we had in place did get destroyed. So I will have to look up extractor. I know it's for wood tree taps, by the way. But the electronic circuit's what I'm looking at. Please pull up. Quicker. Maybe. Hello? It's me. Could you please open? Hello? Why you do this? Why must you be paying? Why must you be paying? I just want the electric circuit. Okay. I don't know. It's not loading. So I'm just going to act like I know what I'm doing here for a second. And kind of give this a little bit of a guess. Because I don't fully remember. But I'm going to say it's something like this. Okay. Not that. Is it something like this? Haha! So close. I just guessed. That's all I could do, because the page is still not loaded. I don't know what's happening. It's just not working. The problem is, though, without that working, I'm kind of IC2-less, unless I know the recipe. So 4 tree taps, and then this. I'll have to grab the machine frame here in a second. Okay, extractor. Beautiful. Only slightly complicated to get it because I could not for the life of me remember the recipe. And then I remembered the recipe somehow. So that's golden. Okay. Let's quickly... I guess we really need to wood. I didn't even realize that. We need wood. Do I have an actual axe? I do have a stone axe. Kind of laughable. Do I have anything better? I could make an iron axe. Could make an emerald axe. Might make things a little nicer. I'm gonna quickly throw my shovel in here just to get that repaired. And it's becoming dark. The page is still not loaded, by the way. It's still spinning. I just kind of left it open. And still spinning. Okay, where is the nearest trees that I must play? Oh, we got spruce up there. I'm gonna go for the spruce. I don't know why, I just want the spruce. I was thinking about killing the sheep for food. Every live stream, I'm gonna do that. Where I think, ooh, sheep, I can get mutton. Not in this version, boo-boo. Gotta, like, remind myself. Come here. Ooh, you dropped quite a bit of stuff, didn't you? Ooh, I made that cow break his ankles. Okay, I think that's enough wood. I'm gonna EMC the rest of it, most likely. Needed a handful of pieces to get some other stuff going. I want to make a chest for our ingots and stuff real quick, and then I think we'll call this episode good. Also, this base from here looks like an igloo. Like, if you kind of just get rid of the hallway with that cactus. Let me take out this cactus, hold on. Yeah, it looks like an igloo. A very funny looking igloo, but it still looks like an igloo. You just, like, shave down the sides, you know, a little bit. Yeah, you just cut down the corners. Maybe make the front a little bit, you know, more a domed shape. I think we could just work in an igloo. I think that might be a fantastic option. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not going to do that. That is so stupid sounding. But definitely an option if we ever wanted to go that route. I'm actually just going to, like, burn 2 pieces of wood and craft a chest. Simple. Gonna throw, like, all of our valuables and everything in the chest. Kind of get this stuff a little bit separated. Beautiful. Definitely makes things a lot cleaner. Perfect. Melted that food right up. I don't know if I'd be comfortable eating food that I just pulled out of, like, the mysterious void that is the transmutation tablet. I don't know about y'all, but that just does not sound like something that I personally would want to do. Each is their own. It is free food, so I can kind of understand. Like, you know, I'm gonna put this cactus in here. Basalt cobblestone, toss that in here. I'm gonna take these ores. Toss those guys up here real quick. Okay, we're definitely more organized than we were. Okay. But I think with that, we're going to wrap this one up here. This has been enjoyable. I know we didn't get into as much as I would like, but I'm exhausted. I would keep going, but I am struggling to keep my eyes open here. Maybe in the next episode we will get much further. I'm hoping we will get to the point of being able to automate the whole matter condenser, coal, push the coal into the generator, or find a better generation method. There are a handful in here, I think. The geothermal generator is one of them. Geothermal. I do believe... Ooh, there's a Mark II from power converters? But the problem is, there's no recipe for these. I will have to find if Power Converters has a wiki or something, because NEI is still broken. And in this version, I do believe NEI is not a mod in the mods folder. I do believe it is actually inside of the Minecraft version folder, basically. And that causes it to be integrated into Minecraft, in a sense. And that becomes the issue of, if I wanted to change it to an older version, it's a lot more difficult because I'd have to figure out how to take all of it out, and I don't even know if that's possible in this way. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to catch you in the next one, which hopefully will be Monday. We will be doing hopefully a full week of videos, unless audio issues pop up again. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. So thank you guys. Stay awesome. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.